Hey Fox here. Today we're going to do a free ebook of the most meta defensive playbook in the game, 335 Tite. If you want more content like this, become a member on the channel. I will be launching the next offensive ebook, San Diego State. For that, we already did a free offensive ebook, so let's get into defense and how people are commonly playing and defending things in this game that is so hard to defend. And now, run defense is insanely tough. I got stretch, jets. There's so many different good runs in the game. We'll talk about how to defend Wildcat here in this video, but that's kind of more. I guess you'll face it once in a while. And luckily, most all playbooks have what I'm going to be using against Wildcat going forward. At least it worked for me in game. So let's talk about how most people are playing defense. We'll talk about. Generally, stopping the run requires a good user, shooting gaps and learning your gap shoots out of specific formations against specific formations. Obviously, stretches and stuff are hard to shoot gaps on. You kind of get around and then hope they don't cut it back inside. The players that you play with are as important, right? X's and O, Johnny's and Joe's, that kind of stuff as the scheme. So whether you're playing cut or regs, it's important you have players in the right spots for your defense. Now let's talk about that. As far as what I'm going to set up here against the pass, specifically in Penny and every other one, you're going to want one specific ability on your defensive lineman when you're looking at it in order to make these blitzes work even better or sometimes just work at all. The ability I'm talking about is quick jump right there. And Texas has got a bunch of quick jumpers, which is why I'm using them. I guess Sorrell doesn't have it, but they do have like Simmons here. I put Simmons at defensive tackle. But as far as like left ends, they have it. I guess Simmons, I have more has quick jump. They have like Hill. They have outside linebackers with quick jump between a Gullet, Akana, and Hill. I said, and then Benda right here. Benda has got quick jump also. So for this blitz, the first one we'll see 335 out of the 335 Penny. We're going to go ahead and run Saw Blitz. This is pretty meta. We're going to go ahead and run it. Let's run it against something that you'll see a lot online, Trips tight end. We'll send 5 out at the moment. So Saw Blitz 3. What's nice about this is it's pretty easy to set up. All you do is spread your D-line, crash out. You will see some people. Wait, that's not my play art. Play art. So this is a play art right now. You will see some people, if they're sending 4, like slide one way. When you slide one way, it's easy to shoot the gap from like out here, shooting your user in here, or from the backside, shooting in here for like an inside zone. But as far as against the run, if you want to send it off both sides, spread, and like I said, usually play art, slant outside if on the defensive line. And then they should get around the edge pretty quickly. Do you see how 40 got out there and got around the edge? We can watch in replay. So that's one blitz against the pass. You are sending 5 here. Like I said, you can send 4, but the quick jump off this left end, number 31, you don't necessarily like need quick jump. It does help get off at the snap of the ball as quick as possible to allow this Gillett around the edge. Now, no blitz is like unblockable. There's some that are harder than others. I'll show you one here in a second. But this is like the main blitz out of 335 that you'll see people run. Obviously, you can run more exotic stuff, but that's kind of what I want to show. I'm not going to show like how to stop specific formations and pass plays and concepts in this video. We'll dive more into that in longer member videos on this channel that you can get. You get all the content at once being a member on the channel, signing up. All right, so that's the 335 Penny Blitz. Obviously, you can do it for that man version up there. Saw Blitz version. I like the Saw Blitz and stuff, and using the switch stick. We'll talk about that more for members. Okay, so the next one you'll see a lot online, 3-3 double mug. This one you can run on basically anything in the game. You can run mid blitz, nickel dog 3. You can run any single coverage you want behind it. We'll run a nickel dog 3 buzz, I guess, right away, or let's just do it out of cover 3. Let's just do it as something easy, ready. Cover 3 sky, cover 3 match calls, match coverage. You can turn off match by shading down or shading up. Let's call cover 3 sky though right here. And then let's do double in sail again out of trips tight end. Now, obviously, there's things you can do to it. Now, trips tight end does kind of screw us up a little bit. That's one thing that you will see screw us up because it moved the rotation up. So, here's what I want to do. blitz your linebackers and crash your defensive line in. And now you only need a few. Now he moves back out. So trips tight end might be the... we actually probably want to... we probably want to come out in a showed formation to get this to really work. But like the trips tight end is really good. Because generally you want it right here. Alright, let's go back to what I was planning on doing originally. Alright, which is nickel dog, 3 buzz, double in sail. Alright, see how they're right there to start? Now you are gonna have to blitz all defensive linemen and crash them in. Now you're gonna want to have to put them back out there. And I'm not gonna go over quick adjustments or anything. You guys can figure this out on your own. Get into practice mode. User Baron. So right here, just pinch and crashed. All right, you can put these in any zone you want. You can use a Baron. You can even put Baron out here and use your Burke, like this. Okay. So now watch what happens with that crash defensive line in plus those 2 linebackers going, and it it didn't do it there. It surprisingly did not do anything there, but oftentimes that right there will cause absolute chaos in the middle of the defense. With these things blitzed out here like that. All right, let's try to. Oh, we're sending too many. All right. It looks bad. It looks bad. Are those? Maybe I don't have quick jumps on. I might not have quick jumps on my defensive tackles there, but overall that looks really bad, doesn't it? Bowers and Broughton. I do not believe those have quick jumps on them. So let's go ahead and make this substitution, and then you'll see it better with the quick jumps because I screwed up and didn't put the quick jumps on. Bowers. All right, we know Sorrell has it. Broughton. We know Simmons has it, and then the linebackers. We know Hill has. I don't know if LaFau has it. Who had it? It was Benda had it too. So now we have 4 quick jumps in the middle. All right, and let's go back to nickel 3 dog buzz, double in sail, same things. Something I like doing actually, I kind of like bringing up my user and screwing up a little bit of the offensive line assignment, because like if you guys see from the offensive side of the ball, when you look at blocking. So when you look at blocking, do you see how they're all assigned there? So bringing a user up in the box kind of throws off the assignment where like if you move them back, it shifts. So bringing a user in to confuse assignments is generally a good idea when you're trying to send glitch blitzes. Okay? So let's watch this. Now that the user's hovering, now that the center is on the user and the user's kind of just chilling there, we'll watch the user maneuver. Oh, wrong button. Let's just go ahead and snap the ball. Do you see how it gets like an A gap through there? See, that's important. The quick jumps plus the user to screw up the center assignment. I didn't even move my user to snap the ball. But there you go. That's a meta blitz you'll see just online. Okay? See how I got A gap pressure? How to blitz that? How to protect it? I haven't really found the best way of protecting it quite yet. Obviously you can max protect. I think something I'd want to do and want to try out is like how they used to do blocking. And this may be something I should probably get into the lab to do myself, since we'll be seeing this a lot online. Is to go into like empty blocking. Like empty blocking shell. So here it is. So they're just kind of like, you see how they're all skating backwards? Let's try that same blitz on defense. Right here. Same blitz, same everything, just set up right there. And they're kind of skating backwards. Now let's watch it. It still got through. So I think you probably have to block a running back. You might have to slide an ID here too, and that's something I'll do in a future video. Maybe I'll put out blocking this blitz for members. But this is a defensive ebook, not an offensive ebook. You got to remember that, Fox. We'll go into some sort of we'll go into some funky coverages you can run behind a lot of these things here in a second. I do want to show, I know a lot of people wonder how to stop Wildcat. Depends on what Wildcat they're running. Motion zone, there's different Wildcats out there. Arizona's got one of the better ones. The only thing I really found out, well, I tried like some like the things I've seen, 4-4 split, 3-3 pen. I think all like the best thing I found was man up 3 deep. Okay. I like the press, and then like I move this guy all the way out here. And then I use this guy because if you recall, this pass also glitches out the deep thirds where it gets an auto touchdown. So you have to watch if it is a pass, and there are tells on the pass and whatnot, what they're gonna do. It's like, okay, so here it is, and then run commit. All right, don't forget the run commit. And this is the best thing I was able to find, because it does a really good job. Like, the danger zone in Wildcat is truly to the outside, because like it blocks so well out here. Whoa, hang on. It blocks so well out here. Cooking and edging. So now I got like a guy free there. I have another guy out here. I got two blockers just running to the random distance, and he picks up nobody, which is a W for the defense. We're using this deep center guy. He's in the block. We can go back and look. So that's kind of like the best way I've been able to stop Wildcat. All right, we can show it one more time. Press. Wait, hang on, I'm on offense. Press. Wait, now I'm on offense. Why didn't it press when I pressed? There it is. Bring your outside corner out here. User this guy. Run commit. R1, R stick down. Let's try it again. And then kind of mirror them. Sometimes you can blow it up if they run too far outside. Otherwise, there's not a lot of gaps, obviously. You could slide your defense to the right. If your defensive line to the right. He could probably hit that gap right there. But I got multiple guys on the outside. Pursuit in the middle. Like, we're looking at that defensive tackle. He's holding this gap pretty good. Hill Jr. is. My user right here, Taffy, is kind of just waiting for him to commit, and then he's going to commit. You could obviously use your user and try and shoot a gap, but I generally keep my user back for the pass a little bit. But again, the pass has a tell. So, okay, watch this play right here. Watch this tell. I'm not going to run commit or sit at my defense. See how he does like nothing? All right. See how there's no run commit, it still played okay? All right. Now, when they call the pass, you're going to see this. All right, same defense, man up 3 deep. So the jet reverse pass. So we'll set up a defense like we do. Press, run commit, throw this guy way out here. Because like it's a running back, it's a running back at quarterback, so the passing ain't gonna be that great. But all right, watch the running back. So do you see how he raises his hand slowly? That means it's a pass. All right, now do you see how everybody runs there? That's why you need to user. That's why you need to user that deep third, because if not, everybody will be on the run commit. Not only the run commit, but also due to it's just glitched out for every single form. Everybody bites on this before they go back. It doesn't matter if I was ran commit or not, but this is the run commit. So, but if you're here and you're using this player, as long as you see, wait for those hands to move slowly, you'll be ready for the pass, okay? The hands moving slowly, very important tell. All right, I do want to talk about some like more coverage-based defenses on here. So if we go back to that 3-3-5 penny, basically 3-3-5 penny is set up with 3 safeties. If you want to set it up like a normal nickel, you'll have to switch over to slot corner, okay? Slot cornerback means you can make your adjustments like normal, your zones, your double Mabels, all that stuff. Actually, let's show double Mabel adjustments. So if somebody's killing you on the sidelines, I generally like to call out cover 4 up there, okay? And then we'll say they're running trips tight end again. They're going to do this. You'll see a lot of bunch too. Say they're running this double in sail, okay? And they're streaking their route. It's kind of looking like this, all right? So what you do, generally you see a lot of people, they'll call it double Mabel. So while you have your setup like this, all right, generally, I screwed up. You got to have zone drops for this good double Mabel action. Sorry about this. Zone drops. So curl flats, 0s or 5. We'll throw on 0s. And then flats at 20, 25. You can go as deep as 30 as you want, depending on how deep they're beating you a lot of things. Hook zones. If you're getting beat with a lot of level concepts over the middle, you can go ahead and change your hook zones. Otherwise, you get good with your switch stick. I generally do conservative on options. Motion response. I think I'm going to leave it default. Disabling's not a bad idea because there's some motions I can throw out some of your defenses. But auto flip defensive play call, I have it on. Auto flip's kind of busted in 3-3 penny. If you press in 3-3 penny with motion flip on and the guys on the other side of the field from their normal switch, your safeties will switch sides. It's very frustrating. Something to know. But anyways, cover 4 quarters. Let's call it. All right. Same thing. Double in sail. All right, same setup. So generally, if you throw this corner route, it's gonna get to the, it's gonna beat because the streak route will beat it. But basically, what you're gonna do here is called a Mabel coverage. So you're gonna flip your outside corner into a cloud flat, and he's gonna drift back to 25 yards. This player now is in a deep half. Now you can either leave this one. It'd be more of like a cover 9 if you leave it as is. Otherwise, sometimes I like making this guy do a deep third to keep him there. See, it says inside third with left stick left. Even though it looks weird, it says it's on an inside third responsibility. I don't know. Play art looks strange. Otherwise, you can put him in a deep half. You can double Mabel, which is Mabel on both sides of the field. So turn circle into a cloud flat. Him into a deep half. So now you have double Mabel, and your user's got the entire middle of the field. Basically taking care of every flat corner combo that you'll run against, okay? So watch the play out. You throw circle. There's a guy drifting back there. We got a sack before it even happened. All right. There is a potential they throw this corner out. Like, that's what I'm talking about with depth dropping and stuff. There is a potential for them to be able to get into this corner above your cloud and below your safety. They might be able to perfect pass that. In that case, you'll want to have, man, they really do float back. All right, 10, 15. He only gets to 20-yard depths. You're on 25 yards. So the fact that they float back really slowly is kind of annoying in this game. It's the same thing that happened in Madden. You could drag him back manually pre-snap to take care of that. That's one of the ways to stop in a corner. The other way is obviously manning it up and stuff. Wait, what'd I do? I accidentally snapped. I was on the wrong controller. You can man up the corner around. A lot of people have trouble stopping that. But like that's one ability. That's one option. Or you can leave it standard, right? You can do this in big nickel over G also. If you take off the slot cornerback, go back to your normal packages. Another cool one will be coming out in like cover 2, cover Tampa 2. Either you can rotate your safeties or put multiple people in this, but let's go ahead and just call Tampa 2. All right, let's call the same play. All right, so this one, you would be rotate. This guy, Barron, do you see how he has outside third responsibility, right stick left? So outside third, put him in a middle third, him in an outside third right. Wait, outside third left. Okay, so here we go. See how this rotates now? Now, obviously, I'd probably take my zone drops off so I can get a jam. If you have zone drops on, he doesn't jam. If you have zone drops off, they do jam. I have him on right now, so he won't jam on this play. But basically, watch this same combo. All right. Now, interesting. Did you see how that deep third went and played? He kind of like, so you watch him. So 18 is the guy that you're throwing that deep corner route to. Obviously, the cloud is floating back pretty good. But now 7, unless like a miracle ball. Like I said, I don't love zone drops on this, which 4 would get jammed a little bit. And the jam on 4 would really collide the corner and the streak. Like there's maybe a rabbit's hair spot to throw an outside fade here. Because I have zone drops on and I'm not getting the jam. But otherwise, this plays that route pretty well too. Okay, so that's just like some coverage that you want to throw. And like you can throw other coverage rotations out here. Like, okay, I'm on the offense accidentally. Let's throw it away. Like this is what you can do and be specialized on defensive coverage here in these special sets. Right? You can put him in an outside third, him in an outside third, and then him in a deep third. Right? So now when they run that same thing, like when people see cover 2 in like previous plays or at all, they're generally thinking like streaks and in touchdowns, like down the sideline, that kind of stuff, right? But when you have deep thirds out there, you really can't make that throw with while that deep thirds out there from either the safety or the cornerback. So people that have space on deep halves, and there is space there on deep halves because their responsibility is more towards the middle of the field, but on deep third with the responsibility is slightly outwards, you can't really fit that in there. So you can go like, you can make your cover 2, you're too high. Actually, 3, put him in the deep middle, these guys in the outside. Just watch out as sometimes the deep middle can get outran by a slot if the speed differences are there, or like he just shuffles back too far. So there are those issues. So those are the kind of like coverages you want to be using. I think mixing in match is really nice. Match is all quarters coverages called in the game. Okay. All cover 3 blitzes are match. So something like overload 3 seam. Cover 6, cover 4 quarters, cover 4 palms. Cover 3 cloud is not match. So cover 3 blitzes and then those cover 4s. The only cover 4 that's not match is like cover 4 drop. Cover 4 drop right here. That's not match. Now, if you call it cover 4 palms and you want it not to match, just put your flats, shade them down, shade them up. Either way, you just shade them down, get them out of their purples, make them into blues. Okay, so like for example, this right here is match coverage. All right, so you call match coverage. You see how people are kind of matching. It wasn't a great match, but the reason why it's not match is because I have zone drops on, because I am stupid and I forgot to take those off. Smile. Not great match there. Cover 4 quarters. All right, double and sale. You saw how double and sale played against cover 4 drop because I had that. Now watch it against cover. Now do you see how they're matching it more? Do you see how they're kind of like getting close? This is how like zone coverage plays IRL. They chase them and run after them instead of playing more towards their actually assigned job. You see how this guy runs inside. The third matches inside, or the 3 rec matches inside here too. The corners are matched. He's taking number 1 vertical, that kind of stuff. So the problem is there are some zone busters in match to make 1-play touchdowns. It's not great. It's inconsistent. It's just the AI. It is what it is. But you saw how that played. Taken off match, shade down. Now we're off match. Now watch it play. Do you see how they're not really chasing inside? The 3 rec is chasing, but you see how like the outside guys didn't chase inside very much? That means they're in their hard flats. They're not matching. One nice thing about this, and I don't like it because I like my last year's match toggle switch on and off. But you see how this guy didn't chase at all inside. Really, he just stayed in his hard flat. One nice thing is like you can go match one side, non-match the other. So right here, if I want match on the front side but no match on the back side, change this guy to his hard flat, and then the front side will still match, the back side won't. So if we go ahead and hit snap, see how they still match on the front side? They still chased in even though one side was hard flatted. So let's watch how the hard flat acts to this guy. He shot down to his hard flat. I mean, I don't like how hard flats don't play hard. But also, do you see the differences in the corner routes? See how this guy's kind of like back there? I don't know. I don't know if it's hard to tell, but this guy's technically matched the number 1 vertical. He's watching him running. Whereas this guy's more zone dropped back. He's more looking at it. So, that's kind of the difference. That's also something you can do, a combo coverage, match in one side, zone drops on the other. Yeah, that's it for this free ebook. Hope you guys liked it. Those are some like insane meta blitzes. So hopefully gave you some knowledge on some zone concepts you can run to help you out in this game against the pass. Now, the run is going to be quite difficult to stop always. You know, the run game is very powerful in this game. Especially if they have like Ohio State or they're like platinum spins or spins at all. That's good luck. We'll talk about more as we go along for members. Again, become a member on the YouTube channel. Bye.